Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Tim back with another video talking about sports cards, your favorite subject. I know all of my friends are thrilled to hear about sports cards. So anyway, thanks for watching, by the way. I know most of you probably never collected sports cards and you're just kind of watching this to see what I'm up to these days. So I appreciate that. And hopefully for those of you who actually enjoy sports cards, you get something out of this video. Today I wanted to talk about should we invest in pitchers and running backs? Today I'm going to specifically talk about pitchers, but in general, I think what most people are worried about are the injuries that happen at these positions. For those of you who follow football, you know that running backs pretty much are at risk of injury every time they touch the ball. It's just one of those physically demanding positions where they could, tear a ligament, just suffer some sort of season-ending injury, hopefully not career-ending injury on any given play. But we'll talk about running backs another time. I wanted to focus on pitchers because pitchers have seemed to have similar types of injury risks as far as the frequency. And typically it's just because the throwing motion is unnatural. And so you see a lot of arm injuries. So the question then is, should we invest in pitchers when you're collecting sports cards? Because of this, obviously, if the player gets injured, the chance of the card going up in value are very slim. Typically, they go down in value, and again, depending on their reputation, the card value could suffer dramatically. So I wanted to go over a couple of examples of whether I feel it would be a good idea to invest in pitchers or not. Two specific pitchers I'm thinking of. One is Jacob DeGrom, and the other pitcher is Garrett Cole. Now, the interesting thing about both of these pitchers, they both pitch in New York. They pitch in what's been called the media capital, really the media capital of the world. So that definitely helps their value, and I believe their long-term value. Garrett Cole pitches for the Yankees, which is a team that probably considered one of the most popular baseball teams, just in the Major League Baseball in general. So I know a lot of people hate the Yankees, but a lot of people also love the Yankees, so that's good for card prices too. So I wanted to talk about those two pitchers specifically and whether it would be a good idea to invest in their cards or not, and the types of deals you can find on StarStock, which is my favorite site to buy and sell cards. So just wanted to show you a couple of examples, see what you guys think. Hopefully you get something out of this, and we'll go ahead and take a look at their cards. All right, welcome back. Try to get a good shot of my computer screen here so you could see I did another slide here for a couple of baseball cards. Last episode I did slides for Corey Seager and Buster Posey. And here you see the Jacob DeGrom rookie card tops update. This is a card you can find on StarStock right now. Let me zoom in here, and you can see his card is actually pretty expensive. A StarStock A card would cost you $148 right now. Using the same formula that I went over last video, you can see that you also have to pay $30 to get it graded. So the total cost would be $178 if you bought it, sent it for grading, and waited to see what you're gonna get from PSA. Again, we're using those same percentages that I talked about in the last video. 40% chance of getting a 10, 60% chance of getting a 9. Currently, the Jacob DeGrom PSA 10 sells for $615. Now, I actually think that is probably about right. One of the things you'll discover about these card prices is they fluctuate dramatically. Just maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, this card was selling for $900 on eBay. So it's just kind of insane to think about that. And now it's currently down to $615. Prior to the season starting, it was selling for about $450 on eBay. So it doubled in a month, and now it's kind of leveled out. That's why I'm saying I believe $615 is probably a pretty fair price for this card, given the market today. PSA 9 sold for $200. So I calculated the Star Stock A value at $366. So using the formula I talked about in the last video, you'll see that you would have a potential profit of $188, basically doubling your money. So I did have one viewer ask if I would invest his money for him. And yes, I am more than happy to take your money and invest it for you, and let's roll the dice, see what you get. Anyway, I just think that's still an incredible deal. Full disclosure, I did buy 4 of these Jacob DeGrom cards at roughly $80 a piece. And I can show you here my StarStock account. I didn't really go over this last time. So let's just back up here. And this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and start with the collection. So when you go to StarStock, if you ever decide to sign up for an account, maybe buy, sell cards, this is kind of what you're gonna see. It actually shows you, it's very interesting, it shows you your total estimated portfolio value. You can see there. They estimate that the cards on my account are worth about $6,500. It shows that I've invested $6,300 and my unrealized return on investment is $137. So you might say that does not seem like a very worthwhile use of your money. I will say that most of my purchases on StarStock I sent for grading to PSA using this formula that I'm talking about. So those are not reflected in this estimated portfolio value. So I just wanted to kind of put some perspective on that. And let's go to baseball so you could see. So it breaks it down by sport too. So you could see here it estimates just my baseball cards. Again, the estimated value is $2,100. And I want to look up the Jacob DeGrom that I bought. So actually we were probably already there. Let's, sorry about this with the camera. Kind of want to show you what it looks like. So it says here, StarStock, the stock market for sports cards. It shows you featured cards and kind of leads you to certain cards that they think you might be interested in. Shohei Ohtani, Xander Bogaerts, John Morant, Fernando Tatis. So those are the hot cards that have been selling on StarStock, and they kind of want to highlight those cards in case you want to go see if there's anything you want to buy. So we'll go to the Jacob DeGrom that you type in a name and a player pops up. Here's the Jacob DeGrom, and it shows you they're actually already graded PSA 10 cards on the site. You can buy one for $825. The highest anyone is willing to pay for this card on StarStock is $75. Now, here's the interesting thing. There's the StarStock world, and then there's the real world. If you had this card in your hand, you could post it on eBay and sell it for $600 today. In the StarStock world, you could not, because nobody's willing to pay $600 for it. So we'll get into that and more about how to navigate that, but this is where you can find the kind of hidden gems when you're looking for some sports cards deals, because the fact that there aren't as many users on StarStock leads to some opportunities that you can capitalize when you're using both StarStock and eBay. So here's the StarStock A is really what I focus on when I look at the cards. And so you see there, it says trade StarStock A cards. You can buy and you can just make an offer. So I'll get into this in another video, but typically I don't buy a card for the price that they're asking. Even though I just showed you that $148 is actually a good buy for this card. If you bought it right now, you could send it for grading and you can double your money, potentially, again, using the formula. And actually, I think I showed that a PSA 9 is $200. So if you buy it, send it for grading and get a PSA 9, you still make a profit. If you buy it and get a PSA 10, you pretty much quadruple your money. So it's a win either way, and that's what makes it a great deal. And then it also show you what you bought on StarStock. So it shows other purchases, and you can see somebody got it for $80, somebody got it for $70, three people got it for $45. I can't believe that wasn't me. Now that I'm looking at this, that is insane why did I not buy this card for $45? I think I was busy with work, and I think I see one sold for 20. That's just insane. So this card, somebody put a bunch of Star Stock A's on there, and somebody got incredible deals here. You can see prior to that, they sold for 63, 65, and 70. And then you can go back in the history and see that there's kind of this, let me actually, did I do it? Yeah, there's kind of this fluctuation. Somebody on April 25th paid $115. So this is a huge fluctuation with this card. And somebody actually did buy a PSA 10 for $615. That was actually an eBay sale, which they tracked that as well. And you can see somebody paid $100. So the range is all over the place. And like I said, the person who got this card for $26, that was a steal. I just can't believe that I didn't catch that myself as I'm watching this video. So the last one that I bought was on March 22nd. I paid $88 for it. If you go back to the formula, you can see, I'll just go ahead and plug in the amount that I paid. I paid 88, and it'll, hopefully all this formula works out well. My potential value would be a $248 profit. So pretty much tripling my money again if this formula works out. Now the other thing is, and this was the hidden secret that I talked about in my last video, this card actually grades 75% of the time. You should get a PSA 10 based on what's happened already. 1,371 of these cards have been graded. 1,029 came back PSA 10. So what that means is it grades very well. And if that's the case, the Star Stock value is even higher at over $500. So you can see that if I calculate the profit on the Star Stock A value based on what's really going on with this card, I would profit almost $400 for each card. And again, I bought 4 of these cards, and let's go back to Star Stock. You can see that I got that one for 88. Let's go ahead and go here. And I got 3 for 75. Now it's funny because when I bought those cards for $75, I actually thought I was getting a really good deal. And then I look and see that somebody got 3 for 45, and I'm kind of pissed off about that. But that's okay. Either way, with the formula, now the one good thing is the fact that I bought these so early on, I was able to submit them for grading. And so they're in the works right now. And you know, those PSA 10s should be coming back in the next, I don't know, 2 to 3 months. We'll get into why it takes so long as well. There's an issue as far as the delays in the grading service, but ultimately at the end of the day, they are off to grading, and they will come back, and most likely they will come back PSA 10s, at least 3 out of 4 of them. So that's what I wanted to cover in this video. Thanks for watching again. There's plenty of topics to talk about. And I didn't say this in the last video, but please comment, you know, on anything that you might have seen in this video. Like the video if you like it. I know many of you have subscribed already, so I appreciate that. So if you have any questions, anything you might want me to talk about as far as, you know, why am I even bothering with baseball cards, or, you know, I don't know, where do I get started? What should I buy? Should I buy my favorite players? Whatever your questions might be. Maybe you want to just collect and want to have a couple of smart buys and just, you know, go over that. So feel free, drop me a comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.